Paris, man, back in action. Alright, so today we got a cool, quick effect that I stumbled across, not entirely unintentionally, but not entirely intentionally. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So I've got here, this is just a couple instruments loaded up, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna show you what I got going on. It's nothing actually too crazy, it's just crowd track with a little automation. The custom Paris chant, which I'll show you how to do. I did it over in FL Studio. I'll show you how I did it, but you can apply it in any DAW. And then I've got a clap track over it. Yeah, so just those three elements really make up the entire crowd sound. So listen to this by itself. Yeah, and it's just that crowd track automated volume through the rest of the piece. So with your crowd automation, it's just a crowd track, and you just want to follow, you know, the emotional beats kind of in whatever you're moving it to. So wherever you think a crowd would be, like getting louder or, you know, pulling back, that's where you're gonna want to go ahead and put your automation in. And the Paris chant here, so I got a clap track over it, so it's going Paris, Paris, at like whatever tempo. And then I have this plugin Clapo by Boz Digital, and I can use my keyboard here to trigger different clap sounds. Paris, 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 and this is like an applause. Yeah, dope plugin, slept on. If you don't know about that, Clapo by Boz Digital, man. Take care of all your clapping needs. They have one called Lay Snap It too. Same thing with snaps. So yeah, this is all that is in the actual project. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into FL Studio and show you how I created this custom crowd chant. Alright, boom, so here we are in FL. It's pretty simple what I've got. Like I was saying, it's really not too complicated of an effect. So I've got all these different takes here of me saying Paris to 116 metronome beat. I'd recommend using a metronome when you're doing it. It's easier to just keep the beat. Normally it's not going to be, you know, it's going to be kind of in beat. It's okay if you aren't, you know, perfect with all your takes. It's simulating a crowd. A crowd's obviously going to be randomized and you're not perfectly on the grid. I've just got them doing them as many different ways as I can. Some in my full voice, some in my chest voice, some in my head voice, some in mixed mode, you know, all over the place, different pitches. I'll let you hear it.
Paris, 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 Paris.
So you just try to capture your voice a couple different ways, you know, different intensities, different volume levels, different pitches, different timbres, just all over as many different kind of variations as you can. I have, what do I have, 8 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that ended up being more than enough, but you can do more or less. You need, you know, tweak it to taste, you know, you can be creative. This is a creative effect, so you can, you know, use your own discretion. I have all these routed into an instance of MUnison, right? They're all coming through channel 2 here. So yeah, I don't remember exactly what I changed, but just look at this, and this is what you're gonna want to kind of do. I know I definitely turned the voices up. I probably changed key performance, and I don't see anything else that really looks like I would have changed. Now, one thing I do remember is this spectral settings down here. This was different. I think the buffer size was smaller, and maybe the resolution was different. Set it like this. If you're hearing like artifacts, and you're hearing like pops and glitches and cracks, set this was the main thing I remember that solved that. Everything else is looks like you can just tweak to taste. Yeah, so just tweak to taste, man. And this is what it sounds like with this on.
Paris, 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 Paris.
So already a pretty convincing sound. Just 8 voices, and that ends up turning into 32 voices, so 8 times 32. It's a big number, man. It's a big number. 240. 264. voices. It's a lot. All right, then you're gonna need a crowd noise. If you have a crowd noise in your project already, I'd recommend using that. So for instance, in my project, I had that crowd that was just kind of in the background through the whole thing. I use that same sound, and what you're gonna do is we're gonna apply this texture to our voice with another plugin by Melda Audio. Have your crowd coming to one channel and your voices that you just created, your crowd voice, coming to another channel. Route both of those to one, and then on that channel put MMorph by Melda Audio. Once again, don't remember how exactly what I changed, but just, you know, most of it you can just tweak to taste. Now, very important, you have to go in and set your sidechain settings, right? Appropriately. So you're gonna want your in to be the voice, and then number 2 to be the crowd, and then this is the settings I have with the sidechains set according to that. Once again, the spectral settings, if you're getting you know, artifacts or, you know, any glitches, pops, cracks, go ahead and make sure you set this to, I don't know if it's turn it down or up, but set it like this. And once again, everything else you can kind of just tweak to taste. And with this together, now this is what it sounds like. So yeah, man, it's as simple as that. That's all I did. I took that, bounced that, threw it back over into Studio One, and then just kind of automated it in, faded it in gradually, faded it out quickly. And then as it faded out, I had the applause track, the clap track come in, and the crowd applause. And yeah, I mean, this didn't take me that long. I'm sure if you really want to spend some time with this, you can get it super convincing and super realistic. This isn't crazy, like hyper realistic, but I feel like it's convincing enough to sell the effect, just considering the fact that it's one person, one voice, really. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. So I hope some of you guys can take this knowledge and apply it, put it to good use. If you're interested in these project files, they will be available on my Patreon. I don't know why you'd really be interested, because I explained how to use it, and these ones just have, you know, my name is Paris. But if you are interested, or if you're just like really lazy, you can grab these. This will probably be not on the lowest tier, but maybe the $5 tier or the one above that, because this is like, I have never seen this on the internet before. But maybe over time, I don't know, it's really not that difficult, and I kind of explained it, so I might end up dropping it down. So that's it. Hope you guys have a good one. Y'all be easy, man.
Yeah, to the streets, she pull up on my set. House and the wreck, got the collar on the neck. Ain't white collar, how I check. Yeah, I check how she go. White shorty from the street, don't matter how I go. She right back to the streets. Try to pop the Zen, ain't part of the band, whoa.